Hi everyone, this is Bob Kilner, and for the few of you who have taken classes with and all you that I haven't, this is your first time getting to see what I look and sound like, so here I am. I'm a 2006 graduate of Kent State. I live in Garfield Heights, Ohio, which is about 10 minutes outside of downtown Cleveland, and I teach chemistry at North High School in Eastlake, Ohio, which is the home of the Lake County Captains. First off, let me apologize if the lighting and the sound is poor. This is really my first time recording myself on a webcam, and I'm using the one built into my computer, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. Alright, so for this assignment we were asked to search for videos in the cognitive domain within our content area. For me, this is chemistry. I approached this slightly differently than others. I believe that since there were experiments and lectures and things available in chemistry and not other subjects to the same effect, that there would be many videos more applicable to me on YouTube than some of my classmates. Well, what I found was the abundance of junk and people tagging videos incorrectly, whether by accident or on purpose, to receive more hits, and it really caused me a lot of issues when I was searching. I was getting quite aggravated doing it because it just drove me crazy. So I was still able to find videos, but they were a lot fewer and far between, and every time I searched for one thing, I'd probably find 3 or 4 real videos out of page of 10, and then 7 that were just people blowing their own stuff up and making their own fireworks and this and that and the other, you know. So I tried to shy away from any feature productions that were on YouTube, with the exception of the 3-part Bill Nye episode that I found that I thought fit the mold of what I was looking for. My main focus as a chemistry teacher is to create an environment that is not only inquiry based, but is much more than just copying notes, doing examples, taking tests. The thing is, nowadays, more than 5 or 10 years ago or even further back, we are much more safety conscious, and there's a lot less that we're allowed to do physically within the classroom. So really, for me to be able to find different experiments and things that I can't do anymore, or that chemistry teachers were never able to do, is a real cool thing, and there were a lot of them on there. That's demonstrations, labs, even controversial lectures that I might myself not be able to give, but I might be able to preface it and show it as a video in my classroom. YouTube and other video sharing sites online, and even United Streaming, which we have access to at my school, gives me a much bigger repertoire of things I can go and get and fill up time with that really is applicable to what we're doing. So by using them, I can show, like I said, I can show experiments that I was never able to do in the classroom, opening the door to a bigger discussion of the subject matter than me just telling them. If you look through my list, you're going to see a video showing the reaction of sodium and potassium with water. Now, I have shown the class the reaction of sodium with water before. We used a very small piece, and what it does is it creates almost a firework effect. It spins around in the water and it sparks real bad, and then eventually it'll pop and it spreads water all over the place. The Bill Nye episode I plan to use before the Phases of Matter in Chapter 2, which is just coming up starting next week, and they've seen it before, they've seen it numerous times, but it gives me a good introduction, and you'd be surprised that even when you show a video like that or something like the Magic School Bus, the kids remember it, and they're like, you'd think that 11th and 12th graders would be kind of like, oh, this is stupid, whatever, but they really get into it, and they really enjoy it, and find it really amusing. A lot of the other videos I found almost by mistake, and I felt that even if I didn't necessarily make use of them immediately, you never know when there'll be a shortage of some chemical needed for a specific reaction, and if I'm banking on that reaction for my class and to generate a discussion, I can't do it, there's going to be a serious problem. So, if that happens, I have the video to fall back on, and my whole goal, not just what we've done in this assignment, but as a teacher in general, is to collect as much stuff as I can, not just videos, but assignments and different things that other teachers use around the country, in my own school, whatever, to build up my portfolio of things I can do. And I really want to make it the best it possibly can be for the type of kids I get to work with. So feel free to browse through there. There's a couple other demonstrations in organic chemistry that we really don't hit on in there, but I like doing them because it talks about distillation and steam distillation, which is a subject that's brought up, but we don't really do it as a lab activity. So overall, I found the process of searching to be very frustrating, but the rewards are definitely worth it. I probably never would have found myself searching for tons of usable videos on the internet, and now because of the work we've done as a class, I have a wealth of information right in front of me that I can use. And it doesn't necessarily have to be chemistry videos that are worthwhile, which is why this worked out so great. So that is my video log, and I will talk to you guys soon.